Welcome to week 4. Welcome to week 4 of the 30-Day AI Academy Challenge. So glad you guys are here. It's crazy. It's already week 4. It feels like we've just flown through this. And I forget exactly what week 4 I called it. Let's go to the classroom, the AI Academy Challenge. Build and apply. Yes. So we went through start here, foundations, the core skills, the automations. Now we're going to build everything and apply it. And then we're almost to the finish line where you guys can claim your reward for doing this free AI education course. I think anyone that does this course, it should be like a certificate. These are the basics that I think everyone should know. And today we're going to pick your path, and I'll explain what I mean by that in a second. So as always, subscribe and follow for new important updates regarding the course and new free stuff that we launch. You don't want to miss out. Share the course, revolutionize and change people's lives together, and you got that affiliate opportunity, monthly giveaways, complete your worksheet, stay active and level up. You could win Apple products this month just by chatting in the community. And bonus tip, watch the course at 2x speed. Share your results and experience with others. We're seeing people refer people just to this free community, and we're changing lives. It's awesome. The agenda for today, we're going to talk about how week 4 is a bit different than the first 3 weeks of this course. We're going to talk about the 3 paths that you can choose. We're going to pick and scope, and then we're going to lock your build in for this week 4. Super exciting stuff. Let's hop right into it. First, I want to talk a little bit about how week 4 is different. We're transitioning from skills to outcomes. Now AI produces actual, real, finished results. Unlike the first 3 weeks of this course, you now have the skills. You have the foundations, the core skills, and the automations all under your belt. You've done the worksheets, you've deployed, and you're starting to build. You're starting to build out your projects and you're starting to build out your projects in your folder and all your materials as a whole. And this week we're going to just build real projects for your actual goal. And we're going to go in one direction. You can pick one path and go deep into it. I designed the AI Academy to be open for everybody. There's no paths per se. In the AI Academy Plus, the main goal is taking the knowledge from AI and turning it into monetizing. And we have countless paths you can choose to monetize your AI knowledge. All risk-free, by the way. We have I think it's a 60-day or 90-day money-back guarantee. If you don't make your first $1,000, I'll talk about that later. I think it's great value for what we teach. But just like that course here, you're going to pick one of 3 actual paths and go deep into it. We're going to cover them all. And it ends in a shipped project and portfolio piece number 4. So again, at the end of this course, you're going to have 4 portfolio pieces. You're going to have done all the workshops. You're going to have your own project. And you're going to just have a much better understanding of the basics of AI, which is super exciting here. So let's go over the 3 paths. I keep mentioning them. I'm going to grab a sip of water here. I got the sun on my face. So the 3 paths of the things I think, I brainstormed this a bit, of the 3 things I think are the most beneficial to build this final week. We have the employee. You can use AI to win at your job and save hours. We have the creator, where you can use AI to make content and grow your audience. This is something we teach in Plus as well. And then we have the founder, which is another thing we teach in Plus, where you can use AI to build or run a business. And I have a demo here, but instead I think I'm just going to talk about it a bit. The employee is more, I guess we'll get into these. I'm just going to hold my tongue for a second here. And you want to pick the closest. Pick one. You can borrow from the others. It's not like you're completely locked in, but you're going to want to build one of these based on your situation. If you're doing this course and your situation or your project doesn't touch any of these at all, just pick one. It will be beneficial, I promise. I think the founder will apply to the most people, but the employee and the creator can also help a lot too. And as I just said, it's about your goal. Past Drew is ahead of present Drew here. The path that serves your day 2 goal. Go back to your day 2 worksheet. Look at that goal, and that will help you pick between the employee, the creator, and the founder here. So now we're going to pick and scope. We're going to choose one path, the one that fits where you're headed. And you're going to name your build, the concrete thing that you've made this week. You're going to scope out the build. If you want to do the employee, if you want to do the creator, whatever you're feeling. And you want to keep it real. useful the day it's actually finished. That's what we're going to be building the whole week. The whole point of this is to scope out, if I go back here, between which one of these would be the most useful for you. Would it be to use AI to win more time back from your job, used at your job, the creator to use AI to grow your audience more, or would it be to actually use AI for your business in the founder? That's the question you should really be asking yourself here. And then we want to make this finishable, shippable in a week, not someday. And we want to reuse your AI OS that we built. This is from week 2. This is what we should be using for all of these. And I think the worksheet will really help us pick one. Again, this course is kind of in baby steps where it's like each day it's like I'm going to pick one thing, slowly implement it, so then we end with that portfolio. So then at the end of the day, we're going to lock in that build. So write your path. This will be shown on the worksheet, whether that's the employee, the creator, or the founder, and define the outcome. Define what this looks like. So what done looks like for you in this build. Again, I'm not trying to hold your hand here. I'm trying to give you full, free flexibility. What does done look like for you in one of these paths? And then list what you need, the tools, data, and connections you'll actually use for this tool. And then we want to block the time when you'll build it this week. Again, I'm not handling you, I can't build this for you, but you want to block off maybe an hour or two on a weekend where you can sit down, you can use your creative juices, you can be like, all right, Drew gave me the outline, this is what I want to build, this is the task, this is the connectors, let me use my worksheet, plus the 23 other days of worksheets, and the project we have to help me scope this out and start building it. Be creative, take risks, and go for it. Again, I think this worksheet on day 24 will help a lot. Not too much in depth outside the slides today, but we'll go through this worksheet and as always post it in accountability. So if we go to founderdrew.com/day 24, I think this is a really cool part of the course because again, it's not like a defined section where I can show you exactly what to do. So it'd be cool to see what people create and post in the community. So again, you want to pick one of your paths here. If I was doing this, I'd probably do the founder. And I'd say, okay, name my build. I picked the founder. I want to help it build or run my business. Okay, the one concrete thing you'll make this week. I want a build that can do brand deal outreach for me. Simple enough. Define what done. What finished looks like is a Telegram bot that can send out 10 scraped emails a day to brands that are in my niche. Validated email addresses with my pitch, all my docs attached, and all my information. What I'll need for that? Tools, I'll need Telegram, I'll need Claude Code specifically. Data, I will need to find a way to get the agent to get the email addresses, and then I'll have to give it all the data on me, all my docs, all my information, stuff about the AI debrief, stuff about my social media. Connectors, I'll need to connect it to Notion for my database. You can see how I just came up with this off the top of my head. I'm just spitballing ideas onto something I could build down one of these 3 paths. Creator, you could do something similar with maybe a bot on or just a scheduled task on Claude that pulls your Instagram data, and I'm sure there's a connector for that. And then employee for your job, that specifically depends on your job, but like even for like venture capital in my case, you could do something to help you do more outreach, right? Or to follow up with founders better, or to go to more events in the city, find a scraper for that, right? Like the possibilities are really endless here. And again, block out the time when you build it. If you put it on the calendar, I'm a big Google Calendar guy, or if you just make a mental note of like this Saturday from 1 to 3 p.m., I'm going to sit down, I'm going to build this, I'm going to pop a Diet Coke, and I'm going to lock in. It's going to be great. I think that's what you should really do because then you'll actually get it done. Lock it in, check these both off. The path is chosen, and I build out what I scope so it's actually shippable in a week. Like what I described, the outbound would probably take me 2 to 3 hours, and I could get it done live. It's going to have bugs. I'm going to have to keep editing it probably over the next couple of weeks, but it could definitely get done. And honestly, I've already built something similar. I believe I have that full build. In the Plus community, I think I might actually have part of the build. Actually, I might have the full free build in the free community, so you guys will have to go over here. We can probably check, actually. You guys will have to check the resource vault. I'm sure it might be in here somewhere. We're continuing to upload more stuff into the resource vault, which is super exciting. And then, as always, post it in accountability, and then keep the worksheet. You guys are so close to that reward on day 30. Super exciting. So, summary for today. We talked about week 4 and how we're going to build real outcomes this week. We made you choose between the employee, creator, or founder. Helps you pick a path and scope a build, And tomorrow we're going to go over your AI content engine. So as you can see, as we scope out here, if we go back over to school, the rest of the course here, we're going to go over your AI content engine. We're going to build your AI assistant. We're going to talk about how you can make money with AI. Again, just building off those paths. And then we're going to go over your complete AI portfolio. We're going to ship it and share your capstone for everything we've done in this course, and then you're going to claim your award at the end. So we picked our path. We're going to go through these paths here, talk about how we can make money with it a little bit, go through the entire portfolio, and then ship it. Again, anyone that completes all 30 days of this course 100% deserves the reward we're going to have at the end here. I think we might even bump up the reward in the future, but for now it's something pretty sweet that I think you guys will like. I might have already said it, I don't know. But if you want to go faster, as always, fenergy.com/consultant. All money is reinvested. I do cohorts every single month. It's great to chat with you guys. If you're ready to build and scale, school.com/the AI Academy. Plus, if you're enjoying the course, post a testimonial in the wins category. That would mean a lot. And let's get to work. I'll see you guys tomorrow for day 25. Get out of here.